This changes your mindset as well.
When they're coming to me and I'm like, your calories are too low for the next week, I want you to go your hardest. Like, I want you to eat whatever you want to eat. When you actually have that freedom, you're like, oh, I can eat what I want. I'm not restricting so much that I get to the weekend and to eat 15 cookies because I'm never, like during the week, I can't have a cookie.
All adults are children, really, that grew up. That's the thing that I've understood. Maybe I didn't understand this before being a trainer, but after becoming a trainer, I just realized I'm like, oh yeah, you're a kid. You're a very competent kid, but like you're a kid that grew up. Because I always found it amazing how much people want to just, I guess in life, maybe I do in other aspects, but we just want to be told like, do this, then do that, then do the other.
Yes.
And if you keep doing that, there'll be a result at the end of the day.
Yeah. I find, I just like, sometimes I'll stop a class, like, I won't stop the class, but in my head, I'm like, these people are literally, they're just in here doing exactly what I've said, like blind faith in what I'm, if they want to do something different, they ask for my permission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like, you can do it. Like, when they're like, can I go to the toilet? I'm like,
yeah, for sure.
I go. Do you know what I mean? But I'm like, that's wild that you're like.
I always find it interesting when people tell you like, I don't know, like, let's say it's Susan who's got like, she's had 3 knee constructions and she's like, I can't squat today, because of my knee. I'm like, it's all right, Susan. I'm aware. Like,
we're fine.
Shouldn't do something that's going to hurt you.
But
they just have but part of me is like, would you do it if I told you to? Like, probably. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you would do it.
Yeah, you'd go against like the pain and the.
Yeah.
For sure.
I always say when someone's like, I can't run. I'm like, you can't run or you don't want to run kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always very big on like, or like when someone says, oh, like my knee hurts, and I'm like, can you point to what you mean by your knee? And they'll be like, oh, here. I'm like, that's not your knee, that's your quad. And I'm like, does it feel like it's burning, like it's working? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, that's fine. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the pain that you that's the pain you want for sure.
Yeah.
How did you come to Australia? I'm interested in that to begin with. How old were you when you came?
23.
23.
Yeah.
And now you're
33.
33.
Yeah.
Ooh, 10 years.
Yeah.
Decade. Nice.
Yeah, 10 years in Jan.
Okay. Yeah.
So my mum was born here. She moved to England, met my dad, had me and my sister. My sister moved here when she was 19, so I was like 15. And then, me and my ex were going to buy a house, and then we were like, let's just spend our money and travel instead. So we kind of came here, but didn't travel. Mm-hmm. Like, we landed, and my parents were already here on holiday because it was like Christmas time, and they had got us a house to rent, and I'd already had a job. So I worked at KPMG. Do you know KPMG?
No.
I was like an accounting.
Okay, yeah.
Accounting firm. So I worked in the Canary Wharf one, and I basically just moved across to the Adelaide one. So like, it went from we're going to travel around Australia to we literally arrived with a lease for a year in Adelaide, and I had a job. Like, so we just, it was never travel. It was kind of just like a relocation.
Okay.
So on reflection, probably would have done that a bit differently, but whatever. And then I was an EA, so like, do you know what an EA is? So basically, like someone's bitch, like print their stuff, do their meetings.
Executive assistant?
Yes. But like, get the coffees, like all that stuff, which is actually my favourite part. Like, all the other girls would be like, I can't believe you get his lunch. And I was like, I get to go outside, like I get to walk around the city, like I'll get his lunch anytime. Or he'd be like, can you go and buy me some new socks? I'll be like, that's great. I love doing that kind of stuff. So I did that. And then I kind of realised it was like dying. Like, we would have meetings and they'd be like, oh, there's this new software that we need to train you on so now you guys don't have to book this, instead this app will do it, kind of thing. And I was like, wow, this job is not going to be around for ages. I need to like redirect my career. And by that stage, I'd like had my own health and fitness journey. So I was like really into health and fitness, and I was like, I'm either going to be a teacher or I'm going to be a PT. And teacher was like 4 years. So I reckon I would have been like 24 by this stage. Or PT's like shorter. And I was like, well, in 4 years' time, I'm going to be married. I'm going to want to have like kids and stuff. So I was like, scrap the teacher. Let's do something quick so I've got like a career going. Obviously that didn't work out or whatever. So just became a PT and then started my business, and then was like, well, I'm not going home. Like, I've built this whole life here. So 10 years. Now,
you mentioned beforehand that you've had your own weight loss journey.
Yeah.
So did that happen at this stage, or had that already happened prior to?
I was 17.
Yep.
and I had my school. Well, I don't know what you guys call it here. We call it like our sixth form ball. Like, what's your like?
In Australia, it's called a formal.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you go to a private school, there's 2 formals. Don't know why, but if you go to a public school, you just get the 1 formal.
Like 2 a year?
Or so like year 11s would have a formal, and year 12s,
So we had year 11 and 12.
Okay, yeah.
So I think mine was, I don't know what one. I think it was my last one, so my year.
Yeah.
But we have year 12 and 13. But I was 17.
Yeah, okay.
We have
I don't understand, like, how does the UK schooling system work? Like,
so you start in reception.
Yeah.
And then you go year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6. That's primary school.
Okay, yeah.
And then you go to secondary school, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So there's always a third. So how
always 13. But you don't have to go to 12 or 13.
Okay.
You can stop at 16 and go and stop school forever, or you can go to sixth form, which is 12 and 13.
What? So I guess 12 and 13 would be our year 11 and 12, kind of like.
So I was the youngest because our school year is also like September to July.
Yeah.
So I was born July, so I was 18 when we just finished school.
Okay.
Whereas most people, you can be 18 in September and you're 18 for the whole of year 13, whereas I was 17 for the whole of year 13. Does that make sense?
Okay, so you guys are finishing a little bit later than like, because I was late for my year and like I was in the later half for like year 12, and I just turned 18. But most people aren't 18 when they finish school. Like it would only be a small percentage of people.
I reckon most people are 18.
Okay.
And they'd be like, I reckon I was like 1 of 5 that was not.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm like July kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my what do you call it again?
Formal.
I had my formal, and I just bought myself. I was like a size 18. I just bought myself a size 10 dress, and I was like, you got like I think it was like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
You got to get in this dress.
So that was the first kind of like drive for motivation to.
I guess I've always it had always been a big thing for me, right? From my whole childhood, I was like bullied for my weight, but. Maybe like boy, everyone's getting boyfriends. I want a boyfriend. Like I guess at that age you kind of start to realise that maybe you're being judged on. I'm no longer just being called overweight, but I felt like it was actually like stopping certain experiences for me. And like there's a certain point where if you're bullied about something for a long time, it really sticks. And I think by that stage it had like really, really stuck for me. So for 4 months or 4 to 6 months, every day, all I ate was a bowl of cereal. Do you have it here, like Special K? It would be like...
Yeah. That's like probably one of the more nutritious cereals.
So, but I'd have a bowl of Special K for breakfast with water, no milk.
Oh, wow.
But I don't like milk anyway.
Okay,
And a bowl of vegetable soup. Like, where's my protein, right? But like zero education, like no idea. Every day. I didn't exercise once. I lived probably a 10-minute walk from school. I drove to school. I actually drove, and I feel like I parked my car further away than my house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but just because I was like, I'm not walking to school. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then, no exercise, nothing. And I lost like 30 to 35 kilos in like 4 months.
Far out.
Yeah.
How did that change how you felt about yourself at that age?
I think I didn't really like address the mental side of it, and I think it happened so quick, right? That I didn't really see it, as in like I didn't really know it was happening. It was such a quick thing. And I was so focused on like this size that I wanted to be. Like why? Like why did I decide that I'd be enough if I was a size 10, right? Like why does that, I just was so focused on it, and I just had this goal. And I remember I was like, the day after your formal, you can eat, which is like, I was 17, that's bad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That makes me really sad. And I also feel sad that so many people around me, like, that was acceptable. Can you imagine if that was now? Like, if anyone I knew ate just that for that long, I'd be like, we need a serious conversation. But like for me, it was like, I'm not blaming anyone, right? But that was normal back then. Like that was diet culture. Like Special K, there was this thing called the Special K diet, which is why I picked up cereal, right?
Makes sense.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I did that, lost the weight. I slayed at my formal. I slayed. No, but I remember the day after I had like a ham sandwich or something. And my mouth, like, I was so sick from eating that because I had not eaten anything.
Oh, of course, your stomach wouldn't have taken to it.
I was so sick, and to the point where I actually had like this weird allergic reaction in my mouth from like, I don't even know what. I was so ill, and I was like, wow, okay. Then left school. I got my first boyfriend. He ate pizza and ice cream every day, and I ate pizza and ice cream every day, and I blew up like. Just as quick as I lost it, I blew up.
You went from the Special K diet to the Love diet.
Yeah. And I was right back at like 95 kilos.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I hadn't addressed like any of the previous body image stuff I had. So even when I had like lost the weight, I still felt like no confidence, like nothing. Yeah, it was pretty hard. But yeah, decided I need to do this properly. Like, this is the life. I think it really showed me. I was like, okay, you don't actually just lose weight and then you stay at that weight. Like, this is a lifestyle thing. This is something you maintain. How do I do this properly? So I started my Instagram. I got a personal trainer who would have hated me. Like, I was like, which is wild now because like I love exercising so much. But like,
when you first started, you didn't like it.
No, I wouldn't even walk to school. I would not. You could not catch me even walking to school. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I didn't do PE. Like, I was the girl that always had the excuse not to do gym. Like, nothing. I got a trainer and just like educated myself. Like, what should I be eating? Like, around that same time as when I got with my ex that I moved here with, he was big on the gym. So I think that was good. Like, he helped me a lot. He kind of educated me on like proper food, like having protein. Because obviously, like, I feel like gym bros, he's like, you need to eat chicken and rice. Like, you know,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
So he was really like emphasizing the protein for me, which is good because for 4 months I didn't eat protein. Like, I didn't eat one.
Was it hard for you to go from that sort of like starvation type mindset to then being told like it's okay to eat, this is going to build your muscles?
No, because I love food naturally. Like, I actually genuinely can't believe I went that long. I think I was just so sick of not feel like of me, like I just so badly wanted to change and I didn't know how else to do it apart from to like starve myself. And it wasn't along the eating disorder lines or anything like that because like I pulled myself out, you know. I was like, this is just for this short time and then I can resume normal eating.
Yeah.
Do you know, which is hence why I blew up, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was definitely better. Like, I've kept it off now for like, I would have been 21 at the time. So yeah, 12 years.
Yeah.
And like kept it off for the entire time. So I think obviously something along the lines went right and I kind of something imprinted in the brain. But at the same time, if I still look back at the start then, there's so many unhealthy habits that I'm like mortified. Like if I went back and looked at my Instagram, like the food I posted or like the workouts I was posting or even the things I was saying, yeah, there's been a huge shift for me on like mindset and like there's no longer a focus on the weight. Like I don't really know how much I weigh, right? I know how much I weigh, but like that's not my focus. I only know how much I weigh if I go to the doctors and they weigh me. I don't sit there and be like, oh, I have to hit this number, like, because why is that number important? You don't know how much I weigh. Like, what's the difference in me weighing 65 kilos or 67? Like, there's no, but to me back then that was so big, right? So, yeah, I think it taught me to like sustain it and this is a lifestyle thing. Yeah.
Now, so many people go through a weight loss journey and they're not able to keep it off. And you've obviously kept it off for close to like over a decade.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that you did differently the second time around? And maybe like mind shifts or, you know, different habits that you have that have allowed you to maintain it?
Yeah, I think journey in itself kind of makes you feel like there's like an end date to it. Whereas like I feel like it's about reprogramming to be like, this is actually a life I want to choose for myself. Like I choose to be healthy and I choose to like feel good. So for me, like you see my Instagram, like I love Yochi, I love pizza, like I love all that stuff. And I believe that's also part of like a healthy life, right? You want to eat that stuff. But I also know I don't feel great if that's like more than 20 to 30% of my overall diet, right? So it's like learning that like when you make